Hello there, my darlings. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Because what? Peachy? Anyways, this is your girl Bree at Cryptic Tales of Tarot. I hope that you guys do know what cryptic means because I actually had somebody ask me. Oh, like, just go to the Webster's dictionary. I mean, cryptic is just another word to say hidden, because you go to tarot readers and shit to get information, hidden information that you don't know about in your life in the tarot. Oh, I just snorted. Anyways, um, if you're new, welcome. If not, thank you for coming back. I talking about the new moon in Virgo, which is a solar eclipse as well. So hang on to your pants, your panties, don't get your shit in the water, go get a beer or whatever. Because because it involves a lot, especially when it talks about spirituality and love. So get ready. Go on, it's phone. Okay, cool. I don't know about you guys, but I have been seeing 444 and 555 so much. The 444 means that you are divinely protected, and 555, there's a lot of changes coming. It's brewing. 212 on the timer. So, here we go. Mhm. Okay. Like I said, I know you guys are probably getting tired of my recordings, but I'm having to cleanse a lot of my cards and shit. Okay? So please be patient, because I'm not up here just to listen to myself talk. Okay. So this new moon is this Sunday, right? And if you don't know what shit, this sign here. If you don't know what Virgo's opposite sign is, that's okay, you don't have to be an expert in astrology. But the answer to that question is the opposite sign is Pisces. And so what I find hilarious is that the full moon that we had earlier this month, it was in Pisces. And now the new moon is in the opposite sign, Virgo. So, but anyways, just they switch sides and don't get yourself confused. And the crazier part is that astrologers, they're really impressed by this because this solar eclipse, this is the fourth time that it's happened since 2024, which is just last year. So, anyways, to put it in plain English, the new moon is in Virgo and it's going to have a big impact on Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. So go look at your birth charts, okay? And if you have any of those three signs in your chart, okay, and especially in several different planets, yeah, it's going to affect you. So, as this month comes to an end, Virgo is creating a new beginning for us all. In fact, many of you might feel like you're in a rush to get shit done. Like you feel impulsive about just meeting deadlines, like maybe you felt like you procrastinated at work or something, projects at work that had deadlines and maybe you should have brought them home to finish them, but you didn't because your mentality is just, okay, once I clock out, I'm done. And when you go home, it's family time, which I totally understand, but sometimes when push come to shove, you gotta take the work home, but don't like dedicate the whole fucking night to it, okay? Oh, what else? Or maybe you're anxious about what is it? Starting new projects or, buying a new house or applying for a loan because maybe you're curious that the bank may not approve of that loan. But chill out. You're gonna be fine. And the collective who, based on your timeline, okay, wherever you are on your timeline, for those of you who have managed to financially build yourself back up, but there's plenty of others of us who are still working on that process. But for those of you and the general public that have saved up their money, are trying to start a new project or, buy a house, whatever it is, you're gonna get approved for your loan, don't worry. Let's see. And Virgo, is going to assist you in fulfilling your desires because it's a sign that's all about organization, perfection, timing, and routines. My father was a Virgo, and let me tell you, whenever we had to be somewhere, he would always set the clock 15 minutes earlier. So even if you thought that you were running late for where you had to be, you weren't. You were actually 15 minutes way beforehand. 7:57 on the timer. Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay. Let's see. In this solar eclipse in Virgo, it's meant to put a fire up y'all's ass. 8:18 on the timer. To put a fire up under your ass, so to speak, to make changes in how you work. Basically, work smarter, not harder, as they say. Okay, and paying attention to details, because, like I said, a lot of you guys may feel like you're in a rush to get things done that you procrastinated on. But when you rush things, that's when you start making stupid mistakes because you're in such a rush to get it done. Let's see. And getting more involved with your health and taking a chance with love and being brave enough to ask that special person out of a date. On another note, regardless of what sign the moon cycles have been in throughout the whole year, it seems that, especially for the collective, we've got some serious work to do with our health because the coven, especially the karmic feminine, and there was a lot of women at this point, especially the karmic feminine, that were fucking with our health big time in many areas. Like I was talking yesterday about You guys could have been bombarded with 10 on the timer. Y'all could have been bombarded with a whole calendar filled with different doctor's appointments to figure out what the fuck was going on wrong with you. But it is time to just take better care of ourselves in general. Okay, yes, it's about what you eat, okay, portion control. Uh, what else? When you eat junk food, you should be in moderation. And you can drink a glass or a beer and shit, but like in moderation. You shouldn't be getting all fucked up every day, which I sense that the karmic feminine, excuse me, the karmic masculine could be completely fucked up every day. You know, if you have the money, go buy a gym membership or got a bicycle, go bike riding. Do whatever you can. Get active. And also another part of self-care is taking time to just maybe read a book, or if you got the money, go book a day at the spa, or binge watch on 11:44 on the timer. Binge watch movies. Shit like that. I mean, it doesn't have to be going to get your hair done all crazy and whatever. I mean, if you get your hair done, okay, go get your hair done. Want to get your nails done? Fucking do it. Whatever. Anyways, how Virgo impacts different areas of life. Virgo's energy influences many areas of life. When it comes to love, it encourages us to get involved with acts of service and promotes clear communication. When I saw this on the internet, I immediately thought of the divine masculines out there who have issues with communication and expressing their feelings. I swear. So, anyways, in regards to work, Virgo shines a light on efficiency and skills. Maybe you need to learn more skills for whatever your job is. And, there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody learns new shit every day. That's if they're willing to learn new shit every day. Hmm. Finances. Okay. Finances. It's definitely about budgeting and saving. And I mean, this is not a time to help others. For a lot of people out there, you're giving, you're very giving. The collective especially, you're very giving, but at this point of the journey and just in general, stop helping people with their money and shit, because you got to worry about yourself. I know it sounds selfish, but it is what it is. And like I said, there's health concerns, but once you see that your health is getting better, whether it's losing weight and maintaining it, um learning how to cook food in a healthier way, in which I've heard that the Mediterranean diet is a great way to go, which I would love to learn that one. And then you have this big ass total rage with the Himalayan salt diet. I don't know. Maybe I'll try it, see if it works. Who knows? And apparently, Himalayan salt is much healthier than regular salt. And if I'm correct, I think that the Himalaya, yeah, it's like barely any sodium. Like, whatever. I'll try it. Okay. Mm-hmm. And once you see these changes, these improvements, it's gonna give you the sense of just you're gonna be happier. You're gonna be like, yeah, fuck yeah, I did it. I lost weight, or you know, I can run a mile or two now. Woohoo! Let's see. Furthermore, unlike a typical new moon, this one is a solar eclipse, which makes the energy of starting fresh 10 times stronger. And given the extra strength of this energy, there will be sudden shifts, faded opportunities, and great life resets. And basically, get ready for the universe to open and or close doors, okay, in unexpected ways that have been a long time in the making. Like, enough's enough with the waiting. Doors that need to be closed will be closed. Doors that need to be opened will be opened. No. Everybody has had enough time to make decisions of what path they're going to take, what they're going to do, how they're going to get there, shit like that. And as I say, either shit or get off the pot. What are you going to do? Well, guess what? For anybody, especially in the collective, if you haven't made certain decisions yet, oh, trust me, the universe is going to do it. It's fated. What else? And it's been a long time in the making, but it will push you closer to reaching the soul's purpose. How about them apples? Let's see. On another note, considering how Uranus and Saturn, which, if I remember correctly, I think Saturn is the planet of karma. I think. Don't count me on that. They're in retrograde, so a lot of people could be bursting with energy, but not in a good way. This type of energy may make some individuals more emotionally sensitive than normal. Okay, they could be shitting their pants because this is all about change and people don't like to be taken out of their comfort zone. But with this new moon, the universe doesn't care. Doesn't care. It's gonna push you head first, like buckle up, bitch, on a voyage to explore unknown territory. I just thought of Led Zeppelin with the whole drive ships to new land. I know I'm a geek. Whatever. But you should know by now that change includes letting go of certain people, places, things, and old habits. In addition to this, you can't hide from your responsibilities or your emotions. Seriously, if you've been feeling like crying or anxious or overwhelmed and you don't know why, it's because there's a change that's underway. And if you feel like crying, then cry and do it in private. I mean, you're a human being for fuck's sakes. 2030 on the timer as I said that. And when it comes to crying, if you're crying about serious shit, you're not a little bitch. You're human. And you feel better after you cry because your brain is releasing the feel good chemicals called serotonin, and dopamine, and what is it, norepinephrine too. But if you're crying like a bitch, like Godsmack over dumb shit, it's like, dude, seriously, get a grip. Anyways, however, it says please be aware that some people may act on impulse, but it's important to avoid jumping to conclusions and asserting yourselves without considering others' feelings and reactions. There's a huge difference between asserting ourselves from a place of confidence and brash, which can give individuals a false sense of confidence or bravery. Furthermore, this eclipse is going to make us look at scenarios from different angles so that we don't have a skewed and exaggerated point of view. Basically, if you're not seeing the whole picture of something, then proceed with caution or don't get involved. When I saw this shit, I was like, this is definitely related to the collective population. Yup. False narratives with the feminines and the masculines, and the karmic acting on impulse, on his emotions, and not giving a fuck about other people's feelings. And then the other people that had jumped on the bandwagon to hurt and curse when they didn't even know the whole fucking scenario. But they went in without caution. You know? This really resonated. So yeah, with Virgo guys, always, double check the situation. Don't just jump in head first. 23 on the timer. Because when you make assumptions, you make an ass out of you and me. It says ways to start a fresh beginning for the new moon. Number one, learn how to take constructive criticism in a healthy way. Because a lot of people feel like they're being picked on. That's not the case. It's just people trying to give you suggestions on how you could do things better. Like I said earlier, work smarter, not harder. Learning to focus on your work and make sure you're clear of all distractions, especially with technology. Pay special attention to the details if you start a new project. Make to-do list of things you need to accomplish and check them off when you're done. And if you want to challenge yourself, set a deadline of when you want these projects to be done. And if you meet the deadline, then great. Awesome. But if you don't, chill out, don't get pissed. Shit happens. I mean, as long as you've been putting in your damnedest effort, the good old college trying, don't be hard on yourself. Like, just keep going. Let's see here. Stay on top of your health and daily life regimens. Yeah. Take one day at a time to get organized. So you have a clean space to work and your mind will be free of clutter. And let me tell you, hot confirmation. I'll be honest. I don't like to clean, but I was taught how to do it. Very meticulous. And after it's all done, damn if I don't feel much better, you know? It's like, oh, and then you try so hard to keep it that way. It's like, as I say, it's easy to clean, but it's hard to keep it clean. Anyways, okay. Spiritual meaning here. Spiritually, the eclipse symbolizes a temporary reset button, okay, on the sun's light, representing a halt in the natural rhythm of life. And when you combine this with the new moon's energy of fresh beginnings, you'll have a much easier time for the following: letting go of old cycles. Eclipses bring an end to situations that no longer serve you. I mean, you could be holding on tight for dear life, but like the guillotine is done. Plant new seeds. Virgo's detail oriented nature helps you set practical, sustainable intentions. Trust in divine timing. Eclipses bring fated changes, okay, even if they're unexpected. Step into alignment. This is your chance to align your daily life with your higher vision. If you've got a high vision or high standard in life and goals that you want to complete, then you have to raise your vibration mentally and think to yourself, I am smart. I can handle this work even though it looks, like a lot. Or, damn, this shit looks overwhelming, but put it into steps. Put it into steps. Let's see. The sign may make you impulsive to constantly strive for perfection. And there's nothing wrong with that, but we can't allow ourselves to become so hyper focused on the flaws and then feel guilty about them. But on the right side of things, this is where Pisces, the opposite sign of Virgo, this is when Pisces comes in to help, as they are the epitome of compassion and finding beauty in even the smallest imperfections. And it's our way to balance this energy. For some, for some people, a new calling, like a new field of work that matches their personality better, they're gonna change it, As they say, if you're not happy about something, do something about it. And that's what this is talking about. Major developments in the personal areas of our charts, ruled by Virgo, likely to occur over the course of the next 3 to 6 months. And some people will feel these changes more intensely than others. It all depends on Your birth charts. Look up your birth charts, people. I mean, shit, within the next 3 to 6 months, it's for the collective. I mean, getting rid, like I said, getting rid of old people, expressing the love, engagements, weddings, moving in, ta 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 ta. And then, for other people that are not a part of the collective, it's, yay, they got accepted into their dream college, or yay, they got approved of the loan to buy the new house that they want, or, they got their dream car. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Now, ways that you can get ready for the eclipse, excuse me, set clear, practical intentions. Virgo energy thrives on clarity. Write down your intentions that are specific, realistic, and focused on growth. Cleanse your space. Declutter your home or workspace to make room for fresh energy. Eclipses love clearing out the old. Number three, prioritize self care. Virgo rules health. So eat nourishing foods, move your body, and give yourself rest. And the last one, create a grounding ritual. Light a candle, meditate, or journal about what you're ready to release and the new cycle you're ready to step into. I think that this new moon on Sunday, people could wake up either feeling refreshed or scared shitless. One of the two. 32 on the time I said that. Alright, y'all. I love you. And the last talkative video is about how to protect yourself from psychic attacks. And after that, I'm going back to the card readings. Okay. Love y'all. Mwah.